I know that there's three things that are important in life, and that is good exercise, healthy diet, and good sleeping habits. Many of us, we seem to neglect sleeping well.
Some things that happen as we sleep are tissues and muscle growth and repair takes place. We know that as we work out and work throughout the day, our tissues and muscles are torn. As we sleep, the torn muscles are repaired and the tissues that we have torn grow back. This often happens when we go into the deep sleep stage. Hormones are also released during sleep. During sleep, melatonin is released by the pineal gland. Melatonin controls our sleep pattern and helps us sleep well. As we sleep, the pituitary gland releases growth hormone and it aids the previous point of muscle growth and tissue repair. Level of cortisol, which is the stress hormone, also decreases as we sleep. This makes us feel good as we wake up and we wake up happy. Sleep also helps us balance our appetite by releasing hormones like ghrelin and leptin. Ghrelin is the hunger hormone, which basically tells us that we are hungry. And leptin is the hormone that makes our fat cells tell our brain that we've had enough, we've eaten enough, and we are not feeling hungry or drowsy anymore. Rest happens to be the most overlooked part of productivity. As we sleep, we feel rested, and when we wake up, we can be concentrated and productive throughout the day. This helps us carry on with good work and maintain a better workflow throughout the day, and also gives us stable energy. Sleep helps us regulate our calories better as well. A lot of us think that we can't burn calories as we sleep, but this is not the case. We can burn a lot of calories as we sleep. The amount of calories we burn as we sleep depends upon the amount of muscles that we have, the amount of fat that we have, the amount of body fat percentage that we have. But we burn calories as we sleep, and sleeping is important. Our athletic abilities are also greatly influenced by sleep. As we sleep and rest, we are able to perform better the next day. It's the same with productivity and concentration. We can work harder, we can concentrate better. Now, for some tips to sleep better, we go to David.
Now, there are some ways, some habits that you can pick up to make sure that you sleep better and more consistently. One of them is don't bring your phone to bed or do anything else in bed that's not sleeping. By exposing yourself to the blue lights from your phone, it disrupts your circadian rhythm. Basically, the rhythm in your body that tells you, hey, it's nighttime, I should sleep now. That same blue light has a very, very strong impact on your system and can also aid in resetting your clock. Although most visible wavelengths, meaning light, can reset your circadian rhythm, blue light, such as the one that comes from electronic devices, disrupt it the most. And step number 2, try to go to sleep at the same time. Make a habit. Or this circadian rhythm that I was talking about earlier, it's vital to making sure that we sleep well. And being regular, being consistent when we sleep and how we sleep can increase our long-term sleep quality by priming your brain for bed, basically. It's been reported that a lot of people that there's a correlation between having poor sleep habits and having poor sleep. So make sure that you have a good habit before you go to bed. Now, the third tip, I don't follow this very well because I love it. Don't drink coffee late in the day. Well, coffee is a good stimulant to focus and it's good for sporting activities and it's good for energy and you've been a student, you know the stuff. It can have very, very detrimental effects on your sleep. Studies show that caffeine can stay elevated in your blood for about 6 to 8 hours. I don't know how much we can trust this study, but as a general rule, try to avoid coffee after 4 p.m. That might be a good idea. Anecdotally, I've actually found that avoiding coffee after 3 p.m. is the max limit. If I drink any coffee after 3 p.m., my sleep schedule is like gone. It's just boom. So don't drink coffee late in the day. The fourth tip that I have is reduce how often you nap and how long you nap. Naps in general, they're great for getting a quick burst of energy, but if you nap too long and too often, it can have a very detrimental effect on long-term sleep. Long naps throughout the day can adversely affect how you sleep. Another tip that I have is exercise regularly. It can help us to sleep better. Personally, after working out for almost 2 years, I found that I sleep faster after I work out because, I'm tired. But it should be done carefully, not too close to bed, I think. Since working out, it can release endorphins, which actually interfere with your ability to sleep. So maybe don't work out as late at night, but work out enough so that you're tired. And make sure to optimize your sleeping environment as well. The environment that you sleep in is very important. The factors that are included are the temperature, the noise, the external, and the ergonomics on your furniture. Like, is your bed good enough? Is it soft enough? Research shows that high sound levels, whether it be from outside your home, your neighbors, or inside your home, that it can drastically affect how well you sleep, how intensely you sleep, and overall how good your sleep is. So try to minimize the amount of sound around you and in your home. There are some ways you can do that. For instance, buy earplugs if they work for you. That's great. But it's also been under discussion if white noise, if it helps when you're trying to fall asleep. It makes sense, right? If you have a base level of sound, your brain sort of drowns out that noise over time, right? And you know what? It's gonna be a controversial tip. I'm no doctor, so take this with a huge grain of salt. And this isn't medical advice. If you really, really need sleep supplements, talk to a doctor or get some professional help. Because taking things unprescribed can have a very serious effect on your health. And these are some of the ways that you can get better sleep. Some of these things I do myself, and in other cases recommended by studies. But yeah, so if you have trouble sleeping, please do your best to try and sleep as well as you can. It's good for your own health, good for your own well-being and your soul. That was it for this video, and yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.